Well, just when we thought we could have it sweet as pie, we gotta talk about some more confusion in the media today. Now, if you come in, please smash that like button, hit that share button. Give me a subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's YouTube at Bizcutt, Bizcutt. Welcome to an episode of Getting Busy. And with that being said, let's get busy. Well, interesting weekend of draft. Cowboys did a really, really good, solid job at the draft. I mean, you just can't. You just couldn't ask for them to do anything better than what they did. Well, you could, but what they did was fantastic to me. Everybody has gave them an A for what they've done. They stuck to the defense. 7 of the 9 players they drafted was on defense. I'm sorry. 5 of the 7 players they drafted was on defense. So they would then focus on their first round pick, Caleb Downs. Phenomenal pick, man. Phenomenal pick. So I've got him listed as something special. So we'll see how it moves forward. I had every intention on coming in tonight and putting Skip Bayless on blast, man. I was going to do a hit. His videos just absolutely drive me nuts. But when I'm at work and I don't get to do a lot of investigation, what little investigation I get to do, I kind of do when I come home. But I started getting alerts on my phone at work. And Adam Schefter goes on Pat McAfee today. See, I was under the impression that George Pickens had signed his franchise tag, and that we were going into this into these OTAs and these non-mandatory workouts, and we were going to have our whole team together. I mean, it just sounded too good to be true, right? Right. It sounded way too good to be true. But, and as we come to know, it's too good to be true. So, Adam Schefter goes on Pat McAfee today, and we learned that he at first thought that Pickens had signed the deal too, but he also learned that Pickens is really wanting a long-term deal. And it was just last week, right 2 days before the draft, Stephen Jones says, "No, we're not giving a long-term deal at this time because he ain't been with us long enough." And that they're not going to be talking anytime soon. I mean, and he just flat out said they're not going to be talking at all. That he was going to put him on the franchise tag this year, and that's just how it's going to be. When that was first said, I was like, oh, this is going to get ugly. And a lot of us content creators was all expected to get ugly. Then all of a sudden the draft comes, and right before the draft, they said it was announced that George Pickens has said he is going to sign the franchise tag, which means he was going to be on the team for this year. And then, of course, people started thinking, well, he's signing it this close to the draft because the Cowboys are probably maybe interested in trading him. The timing, it could be that way. But then Stephen Jones goes public and says, no, we have no intention on trading George Pickens. So now we did all this good stuff in the draft, and here it is Monday, and Pickens has not signed that franchise tag. So, without further ado, let's hear what Schefter has to say on McAfee today.
His franchise tag. We're trying to connect dots to see if that means that they're going to be able to trade him during the draft. That obviously does not happen. What's the latest on the Cowboys and the George Pickens situation?
Look, he wants a long-term contract, or he would like a trade. They have been very clear.
Boy, that sounds so familiar. It does. I mean, it absolutely does to me. Um, give me a break. That sounds so much. What can I say? Well, it just sounds familiar. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, and let's listen to some more.
Clear that they're not going to give him a long-term contract. So now that leaves them in a position, both sides, I think that's a little bit unsettled at this current moment. George Pickens signed the tender, so he is now contractually obligated to be there for mini camps, for training camp. He has to be there. Now, we'll see how that works out. He wants to be traded. I think you don't just sign that tender.
And for the record, there is no indication from Dave Mulagata or George Pickens that they have made any statement that they want to be traded. So this is all speculation right now. So just to put that out there, this is really speculation, and we're going to leave it at that for right now. So let's listen to some more.
Willy-nilly, like, oh, I feel like signing a tender today. Like, on the day there had to be some sort of motive that he had. Now, I do believe that there were people.
Some sort of motive. And there starts the drama. So right there, he says, "Okay, I'm going to sign. There's a reason why I'm going to sign this franchise tag." Now you got to ask yourself, was Schefter fucking with us or what? He normally don't. So that's watch some more.
That were trying to get him traded during the draft, looking to other teams. Would you have any interest? Teams got calls about that, but nothing materialized. I don't think it's entirely off the table that at some point in time he could be traded, even though the Cowboys have been adamant that they have no plans to trade him. At some point in time, if there's a team that's willing to give them a decent enough haul in return, I would think it might be in everybody's best interest at that time.
Schefter, I don't know. I genuinely don't know how many buildings like kind of watch our program. It feels like a lot of them do. We'll just keep running these highlights of this guy. Have you seen? I think there's going to be some people that get pretty interested. While you're obviously talking about the entire situation, about there being a motive and some people peeking around, I mean, after the draft would be a good time to revisit those conversations. I mean, that's blank. Or that's Coop.
Yeah,
that's Coop. Yeah. Sorry about that, boys. I don't think you all look the same.
Sorry.
Okay, I do apologize for the confusion there between Blank and Coop or whatever the case is. But these highlights are outrageous. He played his best ball by far last year with the Dallas Cowboys. They're saying he's going to play under the franchise tag. He's got Mulageta as an agent. It feels like somebody's going to be paying George Pickens a lot of money to do that right there. And who will be? Maybe a team that missed out on a wide receiver that they wanted in the draft.
And by the way, there could be at some point in time, we get to camp, somebody loses a receiver due to injury. Whenever that happens.
Oh, man, this is really, really, really depressing. It really is. When you hear stuff like that. Really wanted to have Pickens. I want Pickens on our team so bad. I think And we as Cowboys fans, we ought to be, coming together, see what the hell's going on here, man. We've seen what the man could do with the right quarterback and the right offense. Man, he had his best year of his career. And he wasn't even our number one. Yeah, it sounds familiar to me because same agent, and we lost our superstar last year. So Pickens says he's going to sign that franchise tag, but
denied.
I don't believe it. He wants a long-term deal. So he's not going to be reporting into to training camp or to no workouts, or he's not obligated to do anything right now because he's not signed anything. He's still got till July 15th. So and the Cowboys have said they're not looking to do anything long term. And Stephen Jones's words, and I can go through here and bring it up, is that he just ain't been with us long enough. 1 year. But he came in, when you guys traded for him, you knew this. You knew who his agent was. And now you're saying we're not even going to talk about nothing. And man, I fell for it hook, line, and sinker, man. That they were going to that he signed the contract, that he signed the franchise tag. It was everybody reported it, but he said he's going to, and going to and two different things. Going to and doing so is two different things, man. So I can say a lot of things, but if I don't do it, it don't matter. It don't matter. Hill of beans. I hope we get they get back into the negotiations with this. But man, we're dealing with the Joneses here, man, and that's what irritates me. And then you think, hey, Jerry is trying to he's doing some things different because he literally gave us a defense. We got a defense right now. On paper, it looks good. Hell of a lot better than last year, man. So, on paper, we got us a new defensive coordinator. We got an entirely new defensive staff. We got man, we got 9 different players this year on defense alone. And that's with the offseason and what they just did with the draft. And now we've got to worry about if Pickens is going to be a part of our team. I say this is so familiar because Pickens said, I'm going to sign the franchise tag. I'm going to play I'm going to be a Cowboy. They've said Jerry said that George Pickens is a big part of what they want to do moving forward. He said that just a few weeks ago. Stephen Jones just said last week, we're not going to be negotiating a long-term deal. And he didn't say right now. He said as of now. He didn't say that. He said we're not negotiating. We're not doing no negotiating on long-term. He will play on the franchise tag. And George Pickens said,
denied.
And here we go. Who holds the power? Who don't? Obviously, we want Pickens on this team. We as Cowboy fans, we definitely want Pickens on this team. But I just want to really be drama-free for once, man. I really would love it. But wanting one hand shit in the other, huh? That's just the way it is in this day and age. So he hasn't signed it yet. He says he's going to, but and here's the thing: if he wants traded, he's going to have to sign it. That's just a fact. Even if he wants out and he wants traded, because I'm gonna be honest, I just have to have a hard time seeing the Cowboys giving him $40 million a year. what money is it's on between them, but CD says he don't care. He got his money. He's happy. Pickens would have to talk to Mulugeta and say, we don't have to try to kill these people, because that's what Mulugeta's known for. He will try to destroy these guys. He don't give a damn about putting franchise together. He don't give a damn about winning no Super Bowl. He don't care about all that. That don't concern him one bit. All he's concerned about is that money. That's all he's concerned about. He ain't thinking about, okay, these guys need to put their team together because they ain't been to the playoffs in 30 years, like I said before. Agents don't give a shit about that. Hell, if the truth is known, most of them are not even sports fans. They know business. They know law. And that's what they're going to use. And then they know negotiation tactics. Okay, we got a product here. This product's in high demand. Okay? High demand means high dollar. Like right now, gas is in big time demand. What are we paying for it? A lot of goddamn money. There's a perfect example right there. Yeah, man, it's this is what we deal with when we're Cowboy fans. We gotta sit back and wish for the best. Last year, it all blew up in our face. Last year, they said Micah Parsons is never leaving Dallas. He's going to be Cowboy forever. And guess what?
Denied.
All of a sudden, he's on the trade block, and that happened so fast. And this time last year, Parsons was, he was our guy that he was going to get a bunch of money from the Cowboys. He was going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of the NFL at Dallas. This is what was being told. The money hasn't been established of what Pickens is actually wanting. The kind of the money was kind of let out last year with what Parsons was looking at. But the word was like around $40 million. Okay, that was for Parsons last year. And I think Jerry took him for a walk, said, yeah, boy, I'm going to give you $42 million, and we're going to be, and we're going to do this together, buddy. And then, according to Jerry, he thought he had Parsons. He had to deal with Parsons. Then Parsons called his agents, and guess what?
Denied.
The agent got involved, and that's what Jerry kept saying. The agent. The agent. He wouldn't use his name. He'd say, I don't even know the guy. But he would always say, the agent. Jerry's made comments in this offseason. He'd save a lot of money if he just do some deal, just work with me and not these agents. Because Jerry don't like these agents. I'm going to be honest. He damn sure don't like this one. Jerry's going to have to deal with them. Because then we learned last night that Overshown says, I'm going to go for this. I really don't think that Overshown is going to be able to crush the bank like that, even if he does have a good year, because he's just not been healthy. He's not completed one season yet. Not one. He's gotten hurt every damn year he's played. And he's gotten hurt for the season. So, yeah, he's what you call somebody that would get a franchise tag or a 1 year deal, but Pickens has been a pretty durable player. 3 years at Pittsburgh and 1 year here, one immaculate year here. But he's been a very, very, very productive player, man. And that's a fact. So, Jerry, I want me some glory hole. If you want that, You got to go get it, buddy. You're going to have to get into the negotiating room. Unless you want to just sign him and trade him away, which I think is about goofy. But that's where we're at now. Pickens says, I want a long-term deal. Steve Jones says, we're not doing a long-term deal. You ain't been here long enough. You either sign this, you either play on this tag or you don't play. It's kind of hard for a guy to take that to take that and swallow it. That's kind of hard. Would you do it on your job? Come here, Frank. We're going to give you a $10 an hour raise. Oops, I've decided I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to give you $5, and even though I told you I was going to give you 10. You going to go for that? Yeah, I thought he was on. I thought he got signed. And everybody, hell, I just sat here and played it, man. These guys are all saying he signed, but he's not. This is ESPN. They're saying he signed. Bring my cursor over here and.
Thinking is going to shift to George Pickens if he hasn't been traded by that point in time. It's just going to kind of float out there all along. I'll say this. The Dallas Cowboys also said last year, I believe, that they weren't trading Micah Parsons, and they wound up trading him. And George Pickens is more tradable than Micah Parsons. So even though Dallas says it's not trading him, I still believe that a trade will be alive. It will follow that team and him throughout the summer. And forgive me for being ignorant and naive, but there had to be a reason why he signed that franchise tender.
See what I mean?
Years you've been covering the NFL?
They said he signed it, but he didn't. He has not signed that franchise tag. Not yet. After a report saying he will, he has not. He hasn't signed it. And he owes Cowboys nothing until he signs that. And I got a feeling this is about ready to get ugly. It's going to get ugly fast. So, it is what it is. This is the world we live in. It's all part of being a Cowboy fan, man. It sucks. It sucks bad. I wish I was being my old self today. I'll have fun and cracking and saying some jokes, but I'm kind of tore up today. You know, it was all I could do to get home from work to try to do an upload on this, to get it out there. I mean, you got a guy that's pissed off at his job right now. I mean, why wouldn't he be? You know, I'm not even going to talk to your agent. They said, we're not talking. You're playing on this. This is what we're giving. And, I don't know how to take that, because somebody turned down $27.3 million. I just say, but it's easy for me to say that. I don't make that kind of money. Wouldn't know what to do if I had that kind of money. That much money right there set me for the rest of my life. So, just that 1 year. That's the way I look at it. But I'm not that guy. You know, if he goes and gets a big signing bonus, it's going to be more than that. And he's going to have job security. And who the hell don't like that? I love having job security. You know, I'm in negotiating contracts at where I work. I always feel good when our contract's signed for a few years. But when it's coming up to be re-signed, and you're like, oh, shit. Other people's going to come try to snake in and try to take your job from you. So you got to go back into negotiations. you got to get your estimates right. And so job security is important. And I get it. But man, I really want this guy on the team. I just think that we've got something right now that just needs to cook. It needs to cook, and we need to stop with all the rotten tomatoes and stuff, man, and just get it right. And I thought we had it right. I really did. I made a video. Yeah, we got our, and we did. We had a fantastic draft, man. We had a fantastic draft. We got one of the best defense. We got probably the best defender, and then it was coming out of college. And this Malachi Lawrence, we got another first round pick on coming off the edge. Then we picked up, and I tell you what, I've done some research on that. Jayshon Barham. Oh my God, man! Shoo. That dude's an animal, man. That dude's tough. So I'm really looking forward to this. And we pick up Kobe Durant and PJ Locke and Jalen Thompson and Rashawn Gary in the offseason from free agency and some trades. Put them with some of the young guys we just drafted, and put that offense on that field. Oh, and Pickens is a big part of that offense. And if it's going to get ugly, it's going to suck. But we just got to sit with speculations and get the word out. We need him. We need him. I'm telling you, Dak needs him. But then again, I'm not going to sit here and beg. Things are going to do the way it's supposed to do, I guess. I thought we had him, but now we've got to sit back and see how this plays out, and it could get ugly. It could get ugly fast. That George Pickens has not signed the franchise tag. George Pickens wants a long-term deal, or he's going to want to be traded. This is all speculation right now. George Pickens or Dave Mulligata, as far as I know, as of right now, I have not looked. Nothing's came across my screen that they've even they've made any kind of statement other than Pickens saying that he will sign the tag, and he said that before the draft started Thursday night. Here we are Monday night, and it still hasn't been signed. Instead, we're getting this.
Kiss my entire ass.
And that's what the prices we pay for being a Cowboys fan. It can get hard. I mean, we are so broken and so desperate to get back to the winning a championship, winning the Super Bowl, and that we just fanboys about everything, and myself included. I find myself, oh yeah, we're Jerry's changed. When it comes to negotiation, Jerry's still the same old Jerry. He is. So, yeah, man. I don't understand why they want to use the tag so much. Because I really think signing him would have been better, especially cap wise. Because they can, they could give a lot of his money in a signing bonus, and it doesn't go against the cap very hard. So that's where I'm kind of confused about why they want to keep doing this. I mean, you can pay him $33 million this year in a signing bonus, and $5 million may go against the cap. I don't understand it. That they want to use that franchise tag, and they use it. They use it. They done it to Dak twice. They done it to Marcus Lawrence. Hell, if you guys, the great Emmitt Smith had to set out the entire damn off season and the first 2 games of the season to get paid.
Oh, hell no!
This is nothing new. Only as we're fans and we can keep saying it gets old. It does. But it is what it is. This is how the Joneses do business. As sad as that is, this is how they do business. So yeah, I'm a little tore up, a little disgruntled tonight. I hope this pans out, but I was hoping the same thing with Micah last year, and I keep bringing up Micah, and I don't want to, but by God, it all looks the same. Micah said, called him up, went to Jerry's office, said he thought he was going there to talk about leadership. Instead, Jerry started talking numbers, and they had an idea of what number it was going to be. So when Micah left, Jerry thought, yeah, this is what we're going to get him for. We're going to be in great shape. Then Jerry said, then the agent got involved. Yeah, that agent. Then the agent got involved, and he wouldn't call him by his name. Only one I've seen call him by his name's been Steven. Jerry has not used he says that agent, or I don't know the guy, but I only heard him say that agent.
No, when the ducks quack, feed them.
We're quacking, Jerry. We're quacking. So, feed us. Jesus Christ, man. We got a shot at being a good football team. We can have a shot at. We're going to win this damn division, man. We got to win this damn division. But having Pickens sure make it a lot easier. But man, we're just gonna have to let this play out. I'm a little tore up about it. I couldn't get home fast enough to say, man, this is crazy, man. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. Until next time, we are still them boys. Have a good one. What a day.